What's up, everyone? Please ignore my disaster of a room behind me. I was dog sitting, and not here, but at someone's house, and then I came home and I just like threw my stuff everywhere. Anyways, today, as you are watching this, hopefully, it is International Stuttering Awareness Day 2018. And I wanted to come on here because every single year I've been too afraid to make a video. Either that or I've just like missed the day. I'm going to share with you my experiences, and then I'm just going to just like talk and be really random because that's the type of person that I am. So I have stuttered since I can remember. Some of my first memories were of when I had my speech therapist come to my house, and she would try and get me to talk because I was a very shy child, and we would play games. Now I ended up moving and I stopped speech therapy, and so that like for 10 years I sort of just like I coped with having a stutter. I'm pretty sure my stutter was really bad back then. I feel like as I've gotten older, my confidence has increased, and when you have more confidence, you are less afraid of just like speaking in general. So when I was about 15 or 16, I was convinced that I could not function like as a person in society without like fixing my stutter. So I asked my mom if I could go see a speech therapist again. I ended up going to see a speech therapist for about 9 months, but then something happened with our insurance and then I didn't go back. But the speech therapy helps some. I wouldn't say like no to speech therapy because I know it is useful and important, but I didn't find that it helped me a lot with my specific issues. I have what speech pathologists describe as a speech block. So I just changed the camera setup, so if I look different, that is why. So I was saying that my speech impediment, it comes through in something that speech pathologists describe as a speech block. So it's essentially when I try to say something and I literally like my throat doesn't move, it doesn't work, and it would be like I'll try to say something like, and like I wouldn't be able to say the word because my throat just like doesn't work. And I also skip sounds when I say some words, which is really weird because it's not like I'm trying to, but I think it's something to do with my throat and how it like, or my voice box, or like, I don't know how it moves. I don't know the science or like why it does what it does, but that's what I have. As you're probably like, this girl does not have a stutter. Or I mean, I don't know, maybe you can hear it. When I'm alone, I don't really have a stutter, which is really upsetting when I go into a group of people, because then I have a stutter. So I think part of it I know is anxiety, but also it's kind of like my brain freezes in situations, and then if my brain freezes, then my body's first inclination is to also freeze. So that's just what I'm dealing with right now. And I've been really blessed I feel like my speech has gotten more fluent as I've put myself in situations that are stressful that I've had to, like college is really stressful. I've started like an office job, so if you are thinking, girl, you don't sound like you have a stutter, girl, I do, just not right now, and not I'm alone, but I wanted to talk about that because fluency is sort of how fluent you are. This is a cat that's not ours. She lives in the neighborhood but she eats all of our cat food, so I'm just gonna hold her because she will meow if I don't. What was I saying? Girl, I don't remember. Oh yeah, fluency. That's the thing that changes day to day. Like, there are literally some days that are awful and my throat hurts because I'm trying to speak and nothing's coming out. Like, I'm not joking. And I think it's really important to acknowledge that there are days when you will have good speech and there are days when you won't have good speech. And just like accepting that and not being ashamed of who you are and what you sound like, because I've been so depressed at times before, and I'm like, if only I just like my speech was fine. Like, if only my speech was fine, then I could be like a productive person in society. But like, I can't. Like, that's like just having acceptance of who I am and sort of my strengths and weaknesses. So I wanted to say to everybody who has a speech impediment, a stutter, or like a communication disorder, you are like valid. You are 100% a person. You know, you are just so strong, because I know that like I'm being someone who has a speech impediment. Do not cry, Sarah. Oh my gosh. Like, it's stressful, and you know, we put ourselves out there every single day when we ask a question. Like, our weaknesses are out on display for everybody. And so I think it's important to acknowledge that, but also to know that like through our weaknesses, we are strong. Like, we are so strong because we can overcome this. And I'm not saying like overcome this in the terms of like we will never stutter again, but we can accept it. And I feel like the more that we accept it, the better we are, you know, as people. And so I wanted to give just like, if you are a person who has a friend who stutters, or like or a family member, just like accept them, because they are amazing. They're so strong. And find people who are like you that have a stutter. One of the biggest things that has helped me is that I met a girl, a young woman like myself, and she has a stutter, and we became really good friends. And it's been so nice to talk to her and to be like, you know what, today was a really bad day for my speech. And she'll be like, oh my gosh, me too. Like, all this stuff, like, it's so nice, because I literally thought I was like the only female ever who stuttered, because I never met someone who did. And also my throat, I'm sick. I've been sick for like 2 weeks, so my choir teacher has not been happy about that. But anyways, just I hope that this video, if you are someone who has a speech impediment, that you will comment down below and share your story, and we can sort of like have a community of people with speech disorders and with speech impediments, so we can just like talk. And I feel like the more we talk about this, the better we become, and less afraid of you know, being ourselves. So I want to say to everybody out there, but especially to the people who have speech impediments, that you are so strong, and you are so like worthy of happiness. And I hope this video was helpful to you in some way. Please comment down below and let's talk about this, because it's very important to me. I will also let you guys know that I will be planning to film a video when I am in peak stutter mode, because it's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, it's what my body does. My brain just doesn't fit with my body, and it happens. and there's literally nothing to be ashamed of. So I want to sort of just like break down the stigmatism that like having a stutter is bad, that you can't be like a productive person in society, because that's what I thought for the longest time, and it's not true, and it's not helpful to think that. So anyways, I'm getting tired again, even though I just woke up from a nap. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope this maybe like helped some of you. So yeah, have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in a new video hopefully soon, or not, because I never film on a schedule. So anyways, bye guys.